Okay, so I am going to be doing my video, well, my final video, for leisure in contemporary society. And this is basically me explaining one, how this class impacted me and my ideal of leisure, also the impact that leisure has on today's society, and the various ways that just the class overall changed my perspective on how I see family, how I see life, how I see leisure. So, here it goes. So, I'm just going to be transparent in this part. When I first began this class, I had no idea what to expect. The first question we were asked in this class is, what is leisure? That was the very first question. And I believe, to my understanding, I answered it as free time because this entire time, um, being someone who's an entrepreneur, I'm a mom, I work a 9 to 5. Leisure to me meant free time. Free time meant laziness or more time to be on my phone. And so when I took this course, it honestly opened up so many different vessels as to why leisure is not just free time. Starting with, and I do have notes here. So starting with, of course, the intro, leisure and contemporary society, things like that. I will say this book right here is one of the best textbooks that I think I've received as far as curriculum goes, because not only did it educate me on how history affects leisure, but it also gave great references and outside sources to go look into. So kudos to them for creating this book. So after chapter 1 and chapter 2, the first chapter that really stuck out to me was chapter 3, leisure and health. Now, I am an individual who suffers with um, excessive anxiety disorder. Like, I'm a very nervous person. I'm also one of those people who, while I'm very smart, I'm very antisocial. And so, what this chapter did for me is it helped me channel my leisure in an intellectual way and to help improve my emotional well-being, more so than just doing stuff because I thought it would be fun. So what I mean by that is, my leisure activity used to consist of playing. I'm a gamer, so playing on The Sims. I'm a content creator, so creating YouTube videos. I also like doing makeup, so I would play and make up. However, although that made me happy momentarily, over longer periods of time, I found that it became more work to me. And so with chapter 3, it helped me break down, okay, leisure is not supposed to be work. Leisure is supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a learning experience. And so with that, I was able to um, start channeling my energy into things that actually helped stimulate me mentally, which would be painting, creating, art projects, doing my nails, anything where I was utilizing my brain to create and put my thoughts and my visions onto canvas or paper or whatever the medium was. Chapter 3 really opened that up for me, which I did not expect, because in everything you do, your mental and your emotional has to be, you know what I'm saying? It has to be up there with the rest of you. And so realizing that I was doing leisure activities that I just thought were cool because, oh, it's an idea I have versus it actually being a mental stimulant was pretty interesting, to say the least. So the next chapter that stuck out to me was chapter 4, which was exploring leisure behaviors, and it discussed the If I'm not mistaken, I'm actually going to find my book because it discussed the reversal theory. 2 seconds. Okay, yeah. So reversal theory explains leisure behavior that is based on emotion, personality, and motivation. So like I was saying prior to, I was doing a lot of leisure activities where I was not moving on emotion. I was more so moving on personality and not even moving on motivation, because like I said, content creating, doing makeup, just things that I used to find fun were starting to become like work to me. So it was not as fun, which chapter 4 kind of broke me down a bit. got me together as far as, hey, what you think versus what you know are two totally different things. So also, again, tying in chapter 5, as I discussed earlier in this video, how this book right here, Pastimes, the context of contemporary leisure, it discussed in chapter 5 leisure and past society, which went over the Netherlands, the Industrial Revolution, things like that. And it's funny how one thing I did take away from this class is we as a society, and I'm just gonna say because I've only lived in America, so I don't know what other societies do, but history showed we used to be hunters and gatherers, and we used to spend more of our leisure time outdoors and doing outdoor activities and being more family incorporated. More so of letting the village help raise our children. We were more inclusive, and while chapter 5 went over the history of that, it was once we skipped ahead a few chapters to chapter 9, where it discussed how leisure and technology, how technology has changed how we function as far as leisure goes. Literally everything we do from the time we wake up to the time we go to sleep involves technology in some way. Also, what I found most interesting about this course is how you can live in different parts of the world. So I want to say I know it's geography, but geographically, I hope I'm not saying that wrong because I don't want to sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. But how leisure is incorporated in differently in different spaces, places, and religions. We all have like this concept, and I believe it's like a American Western concept that leisure is going out with friends. Leisure is being on your phone. Leisure is taking a break at work. When leisure in Spain does not look like the same as leisure in um Europe. Leisure in America does not look like the same leisure activities in Africa. So it really was interesting seeing how you can be placed somewhere differently in the world. And while Americans have football, I believe it's the French who have like football, but it's called soccer. So just the different ways and how geographically things can be different. So overall, I would say, being that I was behind in this course because a lot of things came up as far as my mental health was concerned. Overall, I would give this class an A because I know had I been more engaged, I would have been more prompt to be on assignments and on things like that. However, it taught me a lot in the short amount of time that I was here, and I was surprised. I was surprised. Like, oh, sorry, I wasn't expecting it. I really did enjoy the class. I enjoyed the discussions that I did get to partake in. I also, one of my favorite assignments was doing the interviews with my family and getting their definition of leisure and things like that. So, all in all, this class was actually pretty cool. Professor Pendleton, I think I'm saying it right. Pennington, I'm sorry if it's not. Was excellent. Again, anytime anything is hybrid and online, it's a lot harder for me, just period. So this is actually very interesting. Would I take this course again? Absolutely. Absolutely. I would like for it to be a part 2 so we can further discuss what happens after past times, what happens with present times, what happens with future times and leisure. So I'm excited to see what my next set of classes offer. Thank you. Bye.